Welcome. Hashtag Theversashow is part of an entertainment podcast that exercises our freedom of speech. Our conversations, opinions, debate on a certain topic is not to offend anyone in any source. For that being said, enjoy the show. Yo. What is happening, everybody? And welcome to Hashtag Theversashow. We are on episode 6. Episode 6. This is the episode you don't miss. And I'll tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I just want to just say that I thank you so much for your viewership. I mean, I really do. And I posted episode 4 not too long ago, and it had 10 views in 2 hours. And I thank you guys so much. Keep the views going and keep the subscription going. And I appreciate you guys for showing love and support. And just as much, I'm going to show you guys love and support as well. And make sure that you download my album, As He Is the Versa. You could get that on all streaming platforms. And just as well as that, you could also download FRAZZ.FR Cold Hearted is also streaming too. You could download it in all streaming platforms. FRAZZ.FR, what's up, brother?
What's up? For real.
Oh man, and Fraz, once again too, I want to thank you, man, for coming on my show. And even though I say it's my show, at the same time, it's as much as mine is yours too, man.
Hey man, I appreciate that.
I mean, how about that, man? 6 consecutive episodes.
Hey, look, listen, when you have, even a little bit of time, you can make it. You feel me? I mean, you the one that, going through a lot because you got to sacrifice a lot of your time to make this show. So, hey.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I mean, once again, I know I said it once before, it's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work. And I'm just so proud to, to finally say, hey, I've been talking about my podcast for years, and it's now officially here. With episode 4 and 5, it got a lot better from the audio and from the visual. Better. Yeah, I mean,
4K.
Yeah, and hashtag Theversashow is on 4K. So you make sure you guys tell your friends about it and check it out. I'm gonna try to put out more episodes as much as I can, but for right now, we are getting close to WRESTLEMANIA weekend, even though it's a month ahead, and WRESTLEMANIA is one of the biggest events that's coming up. Most people talked about the Super Bowl being the biggest event than WrestleMania. For me personally, I think WrestleMania is number 1 because you have people coming from around the world, from Australia, from Brazil, from China, from Japan. They come to this event to having a great, enjoyable time to see like fantastic matches and moments. So, WrestleMania is coming up. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes is going to main event the part 2 of WrestleMania, which is going to be in Los Angeles. And a lot of people thought that The Rock was going to show up, and I knew he was not going to show up at all.
You can tell once Cody came out and the storyline, like everything deserves a good storyline, whatever you're doing, right? So you could tell. I mean, people thought it was going to be The Rock, but really, nah, it was going to be Cody Rhodes the whole time.
Yeah, I knew so too. Like even when he was talking about he was going to return back to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
and then
really, come on.
Yeah, and then I knew right then, I was just like, he's gonna win the whole thing.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happened. And the one thing I don't like personally is that he came in at number 30.
Yeah, if you was gonna do that, at least make it look not so obvious. Put him at number 20. Put him at number 18, something like that. Don't make it look obvious.
Yeah, you're right, correct. And like they made it too obvious, and I was just like, Jesus, man. But I mean, he won. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes. He is the 2023 Royal Rumble winner. And will he defeat the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, coming April 2nd? I don't know, man.
I don't know with everything that's going on. Cause look at the table. The table is actually look like it's broken in half right now. There's so much going on in the bloodline. So much.
Yeah, absolutely. Even with Sami Zayn, he pulled away from the bloodline.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh man, like I thought Roman was gonna pull the trigger on Sami, but Sami pulled the trigger on Roman.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, like Sammy,
Another good storyline.
Absolutely. And man, that storyline is just crispy, man. Like I don't think we had a storyline like this in years.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I would be so hurt the day that the whole bloodline family tree just falls, because I feel like, I got so used to it now. It's like once they're gone, it's like, what do we have left?
Yeah, that's true. Man, because you don't really have groups like that in the back. I mean, you can say Braun Strowman and his tag team partner. You can say Sheamus.
Yeah.
But really, you don't have a group like that in the back. Like everybody has a title.
And they try too. Like they try their best to like get the groups together. But you can't top the bloodline. I'm sorry to say.
You can't.
Nah, these guys, like, they got the whole storyline down packed. And also speaking of WrestleMania, Logan Paul is going to be there too. And just as well, his brother's going to fight soon, so that's going to be interesting. And to touch on that too, I heard like a lot of people that was talking about Jake Paul, like how he changed the boxing game in a wrong way. But in my personal opinion, by some of his fights, I think Jake Paul has gotten better. He got the sports, pretty much into a bigger
view.
Absolutely. And
because a guy that trained every day, he was in the gym from he was 15 years old, right, till he's 23. Okay, you're gonna be in boxing matches. Bet, no problem. People don't know about you like that. Okay. A guy that's been on YouTube videos, all of this. We know about you. Oh, you're going to be in boxing matches? Okay, we just going to see you because we know you're probably going to fail. Oh, you won the first one? Oh, we going to... It's media, once again. Like, we're publicizing you already before you start boxing. Right. The other guy wasn't getting no publicity.
And on top of that, you can't hate on the Paul brothers. I mean,
can't.
Yeah, because even though they're like, oh, well, they came from YouTube. Yeah, they came from YouTube, but you know what? They made something out of themselves.
And they doing what most people wouldn't do. Like, let's be real. Like, how many YouTubers out there are saying, okay, I'm going to go box?
Mm-hmm.
How many?
Not that much. I mean.
You understand what I'm saying? How many of them are going to say, hey, I'm going to go out there and go in wrestling and go in WrestleMania? Not many.
Bad Bunny. And here's another one that kind of impressed me too, And I was kind of hoping for Bow Wow to get in this whole storyline with Jay,
man.
But that didn't happen. So I was like, "Damn, Bow Wow, that would have been a good storyline."
Hey, he did it for like a week, so
yeah, I mean, it was cool, but at the same time, Bad Bunny, he did his thing though. Bad Bunny, like, man, jumping off of shit and doing hurricanranas, and I'm like, okay, but again, these guys are green. You're not on a Seth Rollins level. You're not on a Roman Reigns level. You're not on a Ricochet level. I mean, still gotta,
get
even
there.
Even when like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, even when he went up against Roman Reigns, I think in his third match, I was like, man, already in your third match and you get a world title, like this guys have been in the business longer than you.
Like, what did I say? Okay, same thing with wrestling like boxing. Oh, I've been wrestling for years. I trained for years. This guy's a YouTuber. Third match, you're going after the title because it's what you got to give the audience what they want.
True.
Like you got to. Imagine Roman Reigns would have went up against Gunther, and then Logan Paul would have went up against Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Right? People would be like, "Oh, cool, yeah, Roman Reigns went up against Gunther." But the numbers would have been so much different if you put them side by side. Just saying.
Yeah.
You got to give the people what they want. They want to see Logan Paul, but most of them want to see him fail. So they watching it to see, oh, Roman go whoop his ass or whatever the case is. But he held his own.
That's what I was telling to one guy at the at my job. Shout out to Keith. That's my guy Keith, and he's a boxing fan, and he was like, yo, people pay to see Jake Paul lose, and I was like, you do know that's the Muhammad Ali effect. People pay to see him lose, but
he wasn't losing.
No, and that what kind of brings me back to his speeches when he's like, I'm the greatest. I'm gonna knock him out, and I'm thinking like, oh well, he's gonna prove to y'all like he is the greatest. when everybody else is on the other side is like, man, he ain't gonna do nothing, you know. But he proved them, proved them wrong. Like he is the greatest, you know.
Yeah.
Rest in peace of Muhammad Ali. That dude, would kick your ass, man. But I mean, with Jake Paul, I mean, they doing great for the boxing sport. Logan Paul is doing great for wrestling, I think. And of course you're gonna have these haters because they flashing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It,
All right. So it's crazy to think that these two guys are doing all of this just from being in Disney.
Yeah.
But you can't hate on them. You got to give them their due because they went from doing that to TV show, and then from TV show to podcast, from podcast to YouTube to boxing and wrestling. Right now, they don't really have to do much.
Right. Yeah. And I think they got a boxing gym in Puerto Rico.
I heard. Yep. They don't got to do much, bro.
And one thing I respect with Jake Paul too, I'll never forget. It was the second fight with what's his name? Teron Woodley, I think his name. Yeah. And he gave him a Rolex, and he's like, "What? You gonna give me a Rolex?" And then Jake Paul was like, "Yeah, I bought you a Rolex." And he was like, Woodley was like, "Come on, man, like for real?" And Jake was like, "Yeah." He opened up the box. Woodley opened up the box, and then Jake was like, "Yeah, I bought you a Rolex because it's gonna be time to knock you out." And I was just like, "Ooh, oh no!"
Like,
and he actually knocked him out, which was the sad part. And I'm like, now, if he would have done that to me, and he would have gave me a Rolex, and he knocked me out, I probably have to give him back the Rolex. Yeah, bro, because there's no way you're gonna give me a damn watch. Talk about it's time to knock you out, and you knock me out, like making a bold statement. Nah, man, not happening.
Follow up on it too. He followed up on it.
And I respect fighters that follow up on what they say in the press conference. Even like with John Jones, I never forget when he was fighting. He was about to fight Rampage, and he told everybody, he was like, "I'm gonna put him in a triangle in round 2, and I'm gonna choke him out. He's gonna tap out." And Rampage was like, "Man, you're not gonna choke me out. He's not gonna do that." Man, when that fight happened, it was round 2. Had him in that. I think it was a triangle, and choked him out. And then Rampage gets on the press conference the next. I think was it after the fight or the next day, one of them, and he was like, "Yo, man, the kid said what he was gonna do, and he did it." And I was like, "You gotta be careful with them guys, man, because they guys are lethal." Definitely, man. Anyway. #TheVersaShow. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Once again, I thank you guys for viewing the show, and we just getting better and better every day. #TheVersaShow. Make sure you don't go nowhere because we ain't going nowhere. We just going to take a quick commercial break. #TheVersaShow. We'll be right back. Yo, what's happening? What is happening? Welcome back to #TheVersaShow. And once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. I mean, you guys don't understand how much I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And to kick things off, once again, this is basketball talk. Once again, sports talk really, but the subject is on basketball. You know what I'm saying? And well, first of all, Frazz said he's gonna clear something up for me. So Frazz, I let you, I let you take it away from here.
All right, so we had said Jason Kidd won in 2005. Like we're wrong about that. Like sometimes that happened. But we clarify this stuff. We don't just be like, oh, let's gloss over it. Like we want to make sure we give y'all the truth, even if we're wrong. It's a bad judgment, whatever. But
yeah, he's right, and I'm gonna call it 2003, guys. I believe the New Jersey Nets went to the finals against the Spurs in 2003. 2005 was the Detroit Pistons. They won in 2004, and then they went back in 2005 against the Spurs, and they lost against the Spurs in 2005. So I stand correct. I'm so sorry for that information. I know y'all guys sent me. I was like, 2000 and you're probably hoping I was going to say 3, but they went in 2002 and 2003, and so I stand corrected. My apologies. So coming from the Versa, I am sorry for that wrong information. 2005 was Detroit Pistons and the San Antonio Spurs. So I'm going to clear that up. So, excuse me. So Fraz, NBA, once again, talking about it. And let me see. You were telling me about
The Sixers.
Sixers, okay.
All right, so remember, I think it was in episode 4, I said if the Celtics beat the Sixers and Jason Tatum would elevate his play even more, because what I say, superstars become superstars in the most critical times. So watching the game last night, the Sixers were up by 13 at one point. Watching the game, Celtics took the lead, Sixers tied it back. I'm like, okay, and took the lead actually. I'm like, all right, cool. We're gonna pull off this like how we pulled off the game against Memphis. Jason Tatum, 21 seconds, hit a 3. There was on like 1.6 left or 1.3. Mm-hmm. Jordan Bade hit a shot, but the ball didn't come out of his hand by the time the shot clock went off.
Oh man, yeah, because I seen that too when Joel Embiid he threw that half court shot and it went in.
But these are the stuff I'm saying. Like, think about it. He's gonna win MVP. The more and more he does stuff like that. I mean, mind you, Steph Curry has done stuff like that, But the more and more Jason Tatum do stuff like that, because now there are 4 games up on the Sixers, and there are 2 games up on the Milwaukee Bucks. Sixers have the hardest road. Milwaukee, I don't know about them, but I know the more the Celtics win, they win the East.
And ain't they the number 1 seed?
They're the number 1 seed in the NBA.
I gotta check to see. I'm checking to see the standards right now on the NBA.
The top 5 teams in NBA is Celtics, Milwaukee, Denver, Sixers, and I think Grizzlies.
Grizzlies?
Yeah, Grizzlies. But Grizzlies are number 2 in the West. But I think they just beat the Denver Nuggets yesterday. I didn't watch the whole game.
Hold on. I'm trying to see. Sorry, guys. I have the volume on here. Hold on. I'm trying to see. Because what I want to know. Here we go. Okay. So right now, on top 10, we got Celtics as number 1. Mm-hmm. Bucks is number 2. Mm-hmm. Sixers is number 3.
Yeah.
Cavaliers number 4. Nets is number 5. Knicks is number 6. Heat is number 7. Hawks is number 8. Raptors is number 9. And Wizards are number 10 from the East. So, speaking on that, okay, you know what? We're going to make this more interesting, Fraz. We're going to make this a lot more interesting, bro. From 1 to 8, Celtics, Bucks, Sixers, Cavs, Nets, Knicks, Heat, and Hawks in the playoffs. So,
okay.
Celtics and Hawks.
It's kind of hard to talk on that topic because that's not how it's going to go. They do the playing, but if it was the old ways.
We're just going to use those, just those for example.
All right, so, Celtics would murder the Hawks.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, Atlanta. Sorry, Atlanta.
And then you said it was Milwaukee 2 and who? 7?
Okay, so then we got Bucks and Heat.
Tough series.
I got Bucks.
I got Bucks, but it's going to be a tough series. Especially with Giannis' hand hurt. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a tough series.
I agree, but at the same time, man, because if he heals up, this is okay. I know we're just using this as just for right now, but once Giannis heals up for the playoffs,
then that's different. I feel like
man. I'm sorry, man. So you got Heat?
Yeah.
Okay, I take the Bucks on that one. Sixers and Knicks.
Tri-State rivalry. I go Sixers.
Sorry, New York. And listen, I got the New York Yankee logo tatted on me, but damn it, New York. I said it on one of the episodes. We don't get it done. We
got
don't
six.
get it done.
I got Sixers.
I got Sixers too. New York, if you step up, then I pick you. But at the moment, I can't. All right.
I mean, they are playing better. They're not. Like I said,
I don't care if they're playing better, man. Like Rangers played better, went to the conference, failed. Yankees played better, went to the conference, failed. I mean, Giants went to the playoff, failed. I mean, Knicks, can we do it, please? And then what was it? We beat who did we beat? We beat the Hawks, wasn't it? We beat the Hawks
one game.
in the playoffs, yeah, and then everybody would start screaming, "We won Brooklyn! We won Brooklyn!" And then next thing you know, y'all didn't even get Brooklyn because y'all was eliminated in the first round, and Brooklyn advances to the semifinals. So how in the hell are we gonna preach about? Oh, we won Brooklyn?
You can tell he a Knicks fan, peep. You can tell he a Knicks fan. Like, you see how passionate he's about the Knicks. I mean, I'm the same way about the Sixers.
I'm passionate about all New York's teams. Let's just get that. All New York teams, because from even with the Mets, okay, listen, one thing with New York, and it probably with certain states too, because California, they got Golden State and Los Angeles, and then you got the Clippers, so all in California state. But me, it's just like, as a New York guy, I don't like the Mets, but if they're in the championship, yeah, I'm gonna root for you guys.
Okay, still from New York.
Yeah, because I'm from New York, and I want you guys to win, so New York could be like, yo, we were champions like we was before. But, I mean, they go to the World Series, they win one game, and then they lose. And plus, I was surprised that the Mets went to the World Series. I was just shocked. But I was more shocked that they're going to get the job done, because I'm like, come on, New York. You got the Dodgers, you got the Astros, you got the Braves, you got them winning championships, World Series, and NBA, you got Golden State, then you got the Milwaukee Bucks, hell, even Canada won a championship, for God's sakes, So it's like, when New York is going to really get it done? Even with the Yankees, like, we was at the conference final, and it's like, I got to hear the news that New York is not going to go to the World Series because...
Well, with that conference finals, I literally said to a lot of people, they're not going to win. They're like, wow, you definitely a New York hater. I'm like, they can hit. That's about it. They don't got no pitching. Who they got to pitch? One and two. That's it. You need three people who can actually pitch to win games.
Right.
You only had two, and the second guy wasn't even that great. So how you gonna win a game? How you gonna beat the team when the other team has both?
And look, it's not about just being also like just a hater. It's also too, is like, I remember before Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs was ass, man. Like, they were on a losing streak.
And the thing is, they weren't bad. Like, they just didn't win no championship. They had Alex Smith. Alex Smith was winning 11 games, 12 games, but then Patrick Mahomes winning championship. It's crazy because if he never won anything, people would have said, oh, it's a great season, that's it.
Well, I remember when Kansas City Chiefs was on a losing streak. Like, they were, I think it was like 0-17 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, and then they got and who they beat? Was it Green Bay? No, I could be wrong again, guys. I'm kicking a can here. But I think they beat a team. I think it was Green Bay. It was some kind of team they beat. But still, they were like 1-17. You know what I'm saying? And even with the Cavaliers, it's just like, before LeBron, they was just trash. And then when LeBron stepped in, they were winning. And then when he stepped out, they were kind of losing. But now they're kind of picking things back up,
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, yeah, that was a good move for him to leave Utah to come over to, the Cavs. And I bet LeBron would have wished that he was with the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I think so, because you have, thinking about that team right now, if LeBron was on the Cavaliers, that's a pretty good team. You have Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Jarrett Allen, LeBron James, and Mobley.
Last but not least, Cavs and Nets.
See, I want to say the Cavs because I know they can play defense.
I'm going to go with the Cavs because ever since Brooklyn lost Kyrie and Kevin Durant, I'm like...
I don't know. I don't. You see, I can't say that because there are 3 guys that's on that team right now. 4, if you want to call it Claxton as well. Claxton as well. That's playing good. You have Thomas. You have Dinwiddie, who's basically a veteran. He can still give you 17, like he was giving you in Dallas. Easy for him. And then you got Bridges. Now that's the X factor. Bridges can say, "Hey, I'm gonna step up from being a number 3 or 4 scorer on the team when he was on the Suns to now being the number 1 or 2." If he can step up and do that, Siakam, remember when Kawhi Leonard was there?
Yeah.
Siakam was averaging like I think 20, 21 points or 19, something like that. They won a championship. Kawhi Leonard left to go play with Paul George. Siakam averaged 24. It could be the same case right now for Bridges. If he step up his game and just say, "Yo, I'm gonna average 21, play good defense, give me a couple more rebounds, couple more assists," they might end up beating the Cavs. It's all about how the matchup is, and I feel like Donovan Mitchell is a superstar. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's a superstar.
There's some nights he still don't show up, but he shows up in other ways. He starts stepping up his defense. He played a whole 42-minute game just to show like, hey, I'm in this to win this.
Yeah. Top 10 now for the Western Conference will be Nuggets, Grizzlies, Kings, Suns, Clippers, Mavericks, Warriors, Timberwolves, Jazz, and Pelicans. So to narrow it down to the 8, just to make a prediction on this playoffs, Nuggets, Grizzlies, Kings, Suns, Clippers, Mavs, Warriors, Timberwolves. So Nuggets and Timberwolves. Oh, that's an easy one. I'm sorry, Carl. Sorry.
I don't even think he's playing.
He's not?
I think he's hurt. Could be wrong. No, I think he's hurt. Yeah. Rudy Gobert is playing. And Rudy Gobert is not stopping Jokic. I don't think so. Well, I mean, he's a good defender. Nah, Nuggets will win.
Exactly. Well, I say
I got to think about all of those stuff. Man.
I'm so sorry, Timberwolves, but I mean, my goodness, like against the Nuggets, I don't know. I got Nuggets, man, all the way.
All right.
Grizzlies, ooh, this would be a good one. Grizzlies and Warriors.
I'm not. You know why I'm not? You know why? They've beaten them back to back this year already. Beating them. One without Steph Curry and one with Steph Curry. So Steph Curry's not playing. But one can just imagine like, okay, but he's getting rest. Just like what? Who's not playing right now? KD. You're getting a good rest.
Yeah, a strong point.
And the only way I see Jared Jackson, beast. I know that. You know what I'm saying? He can play. Bane, beast. I know that. He can play. Brooks, agitated, but still he can play. But if Ja Morant don't score at least 26, 25 points in that series,
ain't happening.
They're not winning.
Yeah, ain't
They're not winning.
Because the reason why I have the shiver on that one, because I feel like Grizzlies has a big, huge vendetta on Golden State. And, I feel like Ja Morant was not just Ja Morant. Everybody was like, yo, if we meet these guys again, I'm telling you, we taking their heads off. That's what I feel that Memphis is gonna do to Warriors in the playoffs.
Well, I don't know. I think Warriors are gonna beat them.
That championship experience from the Warriors, that has to kick in like right away.
Hey, like I said.
And don't underestimate the Grizzlies either.
I'm not underestimating them.
No, not you. I'm talking about anybody.
It's just they got to show more.
Yeah,
they can't be playing how they're playing right now. They're not. I'm not saying they're playing bad basketball because, remember I told you, the Nuggets and the Grizzlies. If the Nuggets face the Grizzlies are beating the Nuggets. That like watching the game yesterday, they're beating the Nuggets. It's not. The Nuggets don't have no athletic players that can really match up with Ja.
Wait, hold on. You talking about Nuggets and Grizzlies in the playoffs?
Yes. If that happen, if the Grizzlies beat the Warriors, and then they face the Nuggets in the Eastern Conference Western Conference Finals, if the Suns don't make it, The Grizzlies might end up going to the finals.
You know what? I had that prediction too one time, but then, like I said, man, Memphis has to they had to be hungry, otherwise they're not ready. Then you know what I'm saying? I mean, just being truthful, that they won't be ready. Like these guys, even if they face Golden State, they can't just go in with a mentality like, "Yo, guys, we gotta beat these guys."
But that's the mentality they're gonna go in there with.
Because to me, they're young, but at the same time, it's like, listen, you guys gotta be like, listen, yo. If we can't get past these guys, we may never get past them.
Yeah, true. All right.
This is pretty interesting. Kings and Mavs. Because I won't say Mavs right away, but then I was like, hold up. Kings is actually playing pretty good. But that all could tremble down once it hits the playoffs.
Yeah. Darren Fox they could stop him from going in the paint and force him to be a shooter, which he's not a bad shooter, but they can force him to be a shooter.
Yeah. So, I mean.
I got Mavs.
Me too. I grabbed Mavs with this one. They got that one. Oh, and my favorite. This is going to be a good one if this happens for real. And I hope this conference stays until the playoffs, because this is pretty interesting. Suns and Clippers.
Suns.
You bet your ass it's the Suns.
Yeah, it's Suns, bro.
But the reason I'm saying that would be an interesting game because, now you got Russell Westbrook, and then you have Kawhi Leonard, you have Paul George, So I wish Pat Bev was on that. If Pat Bev was on that squad,
which one?
If he was with the Clippers, that would have been I mean, that would have been a tough score for Phoenix. But you already know Phoenix, and I don't give a damn. Whoever Phoenix go up against, Phoenix going to beat them. They're going all the way. They're going all the way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm saying this to you on episode 6. They're going all the way. Okay, we'll be in February, right? Yeah, they're going all the way, all the way. Oh man. So, first I said we're gonna end the show, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna end this show.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for that being said, we're gonna end #TheVersaShow. That was pretty interesting, man. And we got more to come. Who knows when the NFL season starts? We might pick our conference on that. Who knows? Do you guys got Kansas City? Do you guys got the Bengals? Do you still got Philly going back to the Super Bowl? Or do you think that Odell Beckham Jr. might go back to the NFC, or will he head over to the AFC? That's another conversation we're going to have for the next episode. Anyway, FRAZZ.FR, I thank you so much, brother, for stopping by.
Once again, for real.
6 consecutive episodes, man. That's a big trophy. No one could ever surpass that 6 consecutive episodes, man. That is just marked down. But anyway, make sure you guys subscribe too. Tell your friends and your family about the show. And once again, I thank you for your viewership. And I thank you for also telling people about my show and giving your time to me, and I thank you guys so much. And I'm a little bit faded, so that's why I'm kind of in and out with my vocals. And with this light, it's just making my whole vision all type of vibrant colors. So we're going to end this show with a great note as Versa final word. Real short and easy, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a success in mind, go out and get it. It's right there for you. Just know that work hard, stay focused. There are going to be some sacrifices, but at the same time, it will be worth it. So if you have that dream, go chase it, continue on with it, be consistent, and always bring love to the universe as well. You got to bring peace, y'all. Peace, you got to bring peace. Frazz, you got to bring peace. Ladies and gentlemen, this is #TheVersaShow, and we'll see you on episode 7. Cannot wait to see you guys, and I thank you so much for watching. #TheVersaShow. Peace. #TheVersaShow is produced by Vintage Era Production.